One thing that really scares me a lot is the presence of pharmaceuticals in our water, which is, it's pretty frightening. So yeah, of course, I definitely recommend filtered water. And preferably not in plastic. If you're going to carry a water bottle around with you, there's some controversy with the metal bottles either containing anyway, that area. Yeah, that too. So yeah, I would definitely recommend, no tap water, filtered water if you can.
What do you know about the plastic?
Sorry?
About the plastic bottles?
Plastic bottles, they leach all kinds of chemicals into the water, but specifically a lot of plastic byproducts are mimickers of estrogen. And too much estrogen, as we know, is wrong kinds of estrogen can be a contributor to breast cancer risk. So avoid plastic.
So, for example, we have a Culligan system in our home, and it's a reverse osmosis. It takes it all the way down to almost a molecular level to try to filter out those, pharmaceuticals and stuff. But then again, you have to be a little practical. For me, I'm not a fanatic. There's some people they can go really, and you can go really crazy. There's actually a medical diagnosis. It's in the book, Michael Pollan's book, Orthexia. Basically, it's the fear or the wanting excessively of doing the right thing, and with eating the right thing and all this kind of stuff, and so there's you can't go too far because then that can become a disorder, and that's a stress. So you can just do your best. So I draw the line with, I'm doing it now just because I have to, and I normally never drink out of a plastic bottle because this thing has been sitting around for at least 2 months, and then you can leach all kinds of plastic. But we have a plastic bottle that we change every day or something, just to take it to work. That way I don't get stuck drinking the junk that, is at work. But, so that's in the bottle for a day or two. Then I figure, yeah, there's gonna be some leaching, but not when it's been stuck in a hot truck, in the hot warehouses, then you're gonna leach a bunch. So, so that's where I kind of minimize the exposure to some of these kind of things. But coincidentally, it's interesting to talk about water because I was talking with this gentleman who owns Alcapura. I don't know if you guys heard about this company. Anybody? No.
Yeah.
Well, he's somebody back there. So he does alkaline water, and it's the same kind of reverse osmosis system, but then it gets alkalinized without using electricity. And I tried it, and it was delicious. I don't know if you ever had tried alkaline water, but it seems like it just goes in your body, and it's just so nice. I think we're going to actually change our system to the alkaline water, just because it feels like before it reaches your stomach, it's already absorbed into your body, unlike even the Culligan water that we have. So I don't know if there's something to it, but I really enjoyed it. We had it 5 years ago, and then just had it again this week, so I'm like, wow. So there's, again, but not to make it too complicated, at least filter your water. But the Brita systems and all that kind of stuff just takes out the chlorine. It doesn't take out all the, pharmaceuticals, not to make you too paranoid, but, 9 water districts, they dump their water into the Colorado River that we get in San Diego, one of them being Las Vegas. And I don't want anything coming from Las Vegas. So, they'll kill, they treat it, they kill all the bacteria and stuff like that. But then what about all the inorganic, stuff that you can't treat? You just, so that's coming to us. So tap water for sure is probably not a good idea. So at least filter it, with a reverse osmosis, not those Brita filters. Or the worst, my patients always tell me, oh, I have my sink has a little filter, or my refrigerator has a filter on it. I'm like, dude, when did you change it last? Or it doesn't even matter, because it's this big. And the Culligan, which I actually referenced down here, there's 4 filters, 2 of them being 2 carbon filters that big, then a sediment filter, then a reverse osmosis filter. So there's 4. And that's really what you need. That's the one that mimics those 25-cent machines that you can get also good water from there. So yeah, again, but not to make people paranoid, but that is the truth,
I wanted to talk about what you said about the breast cancer and and all that. Recently, I've been diagnosed with fibrocystic breast disease, and my MD told me that it's because the water have more chlorine, and it doesn't have iodine. And when you have chlorine, more chlorine in your water, it tends to replace faster than iodine. So you are iodine deficient, and that causes the that helps to develop the fibrocystic breast disease. But coming from India, I was very, when I'm in India, I boil the water, double filter it, then boil it, and all that. But here, I just drink tap water until recently. So.
But again, we see people who are like 90 years old, and they say, "Oh man, Doc, I've been drinking that tap water that's coming out of that sink for whatever amount of years." You know what I mean? So again, it's you know. Anyways.
Another commercially available filter that I like is called Multi-Pure. A lot to mention. Specifically.
Question for the Ayurvedic practitioner. What's your name again?
Sarita.
Sarita, are you vegetarian?
I am. I was mostly vegetarian until I came to United States. And I had no choice. I lived on East Coast, and California is a different story, but I had to. So now I would say I'm 10%.
Did that contribute to your iron deficiency?
But then I'm here like for 10 years and I'm eating it. So, and I was never iodine deficient in India. And I think when I was in East Coast, they have iodine in the tap water. Where I live in North County, they don't have it. So even my kids, their pediatrician said, we don't have iodine in the water, so we have to. And plus, it's not just chlorine in the tap water, it's the bleach that you use for the, you know, in washing machines and everywhere. You use that, and it just they are the same chemical properties. It's only like chlorine has a tendency to replace more, so we tend to become iodine deficient faster. So
something I want to mention actually, with a lot of people know that it's important to drink filtered water, but it's also important to shower in filtered water because your skin is your largest organ, and your skin absorbs all of the chlorine and all of the chemicals, and you know, like, hello. So I've been a massage therapist for 12 years, and this is one thing that I always recommend, Aquasana shower filters, because I've seen so many skin problems, and especially dryness, so much dryness, but if you eliminate the chlorine and the chemicals, you have a really amazing turnaround. So, Aquasana.
Or you could get the water boy, which does your whole house. You know, it's like just takes out the chlorine, but it makes it soft water. You just use like a tenth of the amount of soap, and you can wash your hands, wash your clothes, and stuff like that, because it takes out the calcium and the chloride. It's pretty good. But that's about $1,500 for the system. So.
Can you be able to comment on artesian water locally, like Palomar water, or any local sources?
Yeah, I think we're gonna change topic. I'm dinging without the ding. Yeah, we have had such a great response and questions, so we just want to make sure to address all of the different topics that everyone is asking about. And something for the panel, I'm going to combine a few of these cards, but it seems like a hot topic is obesity. You know, what can, as a practitioner, maybe in your own practice, how can we best serve our patients who are coming in looking to lose weight, but also maybe there's, you know, an economic challenge there, and we can't tell them to go to Whole Foods. What is it really going to take as a practitioner? What do you do personally, and then maybe what is it going to take from a large scale to really address this national issue that we're facing?
Do you want me to get up on the chalkboard? Is there a, oh shoot, there's not a pen, huh?
We'll get one.
Well, then I'll just hold my answer then.
So, I think this completely directly addresses the question of, you know, whether there's economic challenges, but For example, there are oftentimes a lot of, or can be underlying causes to obesity, such as hormone imbalances.